welcome to Move Durham. Now it is time for our Friday episode. If you've been with us to this point, you know that means we are going to look back on the week that has been and go through all of the movements from Monday through to Thursday. So I hope you've got the sturdy shoes on and something very sturdy nearby to hold on to. We are going to go straight across to Deborah, who's in Walsingham, and show us some movements.
You'll feel a lot better for it, and it'll keep you moving.
You've just got to make that first step. Either get out to a gym, or if you can't do that, just do it from your own home. As you've seen today, there's lots of things you can do from home using anything that you've got around the house to get fit.
Hello, welcome back to Walsingham Leisure Centre. Today we're going to do a wall workout. Now we've all got 4 walls in our house, so this should be something that everyone can join in with. We're going to do a press up against the wall, which is going to work on our arms and our chest. So ladies, can you put your hands flat on the wall for me please? And if you're at home, why don't you try doing the same? So we need to take our hands on the wall around about chest height or just a little bit wider. If you take a look at the ladies' feet there, you'll see that Janet's a little bit further away and Val's a little bit closer. Now the closer you have your feet to the wall, the easier it is. So you might want to just play about with that just to see what feels comfortable to you. Now, are you ready ladies? So all you need to do is take that nose in towards the hands. The elbows come out nice and wide, and then we push into the wall and lift back up. So the ladies there are just demonstrating how to do that wall press up. So a few things to remember if you're doing this at home. So we want to keep the body nice and straight. Tuck the tummies in. We need to try not to push our bums out when we're doing this exercise. We need to be careful that we're not looking out the elbows. So the elbows stay soft, and we're just keeping the weight through the hands, pushing back into the wall, keeping those hands connected to the wall the entire time. Now the next exercise is a glute raise. So as you can see, the ladies are both facing the wall. They've got their elbows up against the wall. The first thing they're going to do is they're going to stand on one foot and lift one heel off the floor. So the knee is bent, the ankle is flexed, and then what these ladies are going to do now is just going to push that heel backwards. Just have a go when you're ready ladies. Push the heel back and in. So the knees going backwards and forwards, the knees coming into the wall and pushing back. Now if you're doing this at home, just imagine you've got something behind you and you're trying to push it out the way. You should be able to feel that working in the bum. And we're just taking that knee forward and back. Now when you're doing this exercise, really just be careful again with the posture. Try not to arch the back as you're pushing that leg backwards. So it's all coming from the hip and the leg. Okay, do you want to have a go on the other side, ladies? So we take the foot down, bend the opposite leg, and just off you go when you're ready. So same again. So we're thinking about having that knee bent. So we're not lifting the heel up and down from the floor. The heel stays raised, and we're pushing back and bringing the knee in towards the wall again. All right, so the next exercise we're going to do is for the hips. So we're standing on one leg, you can support yourself on the wall, and all you want to do with this exercise is to take the leg out to the side and back down. So when you're ready ladies, take out that leg and back down, and there we go. Now if you take a look at Janet, what Janet's doing is she's taking the leg out and in, but she's not touching the floor in between. Now this is the harder version of the exercise, and if you want to make it even harder still, you can add an arm movement on there, and you can let go of the wall if you feel comfortable enough with your balance. Again, just take a look at Val. And Val's doing a slightly easier version. So what Val's doing is she's placing her foot down on the floor in between each of those leg raises. So she's just taking a little break, getting her balance back before she does the next movement. Ladies, do you want to try that on the other side? So just turn around, same movement, and just off you go when you're ready. And that's it. So you can see Janet's doing the harder version, keeping that foot raised, lifting the arm at the same time. And Val's doing the slightly easier version, popping the foot back down on the floor in between.
Fantastic. Thank you so much to Deborah and her crew there over in Walsingham. We are going to jet straight across. We're over to Liz at her house, and we're joined by her mum.
You've got to keep yourself going. You can be inside and sit moping about, and it's just nice to get out, to have company, and particularly when you're like me, on your own and at home, it's just nice to get out.
Hello, we've come into our kitchen today to do a little bit of movement while our kettle boils. Got the scones ready, so when the kettle's done, coffee's on, tea's on, nice scone to finish off with.
This is my mum. She's joining in with me today. So if you know anybody you want to join in with, just get them along. We're just going to start today with a little bit of a walk on the spot. I've got my breakfast chairs here, but you might find you can use your dining room chairs, your sofa chairs, anything really. So what we will have done is put our favourite music on in the background, and we're just going to have a little bit of a dance. We're just going to start to move our shoulders. Ooh, very nice. She's got the rhythm. Sometimes. Yeah. Okie dokie, so we're going to pretend we've got maracas now. So we're going to shake our maracas to one side. So you can't keep your feet and your arms going, can you? Yeah. Well, she's running, we're running. And then we're going to change maracas to the other side. Brilliant. And then we're going to shake our maracas down towards the floor. And we're going to shake them to the other side. Brilliant. It's always going to get our heart and lungs going really good to make us feel happy, feel a bit better about ourselves. Okay, so now we're going to take our arms to one side. So we're doing a hula dance to one side and then over to the other side. Hula dance. Can you keep your feet going as well? Just make sure if you are sat on your chair, you can put both feet on the floor. That's it. Hula dance one side, hula dance the other. You'd think we were in Hawaii, wouldn't you? Ah, if only. Now we're just going to take those arms out in front, big circle round, stirring our pudding, and then we're going to take it back the other way. Back we go. Right, okay. Why don't we have a go at shaking our maracas? You can use your water bottles. I'm going to use my tins here. Are we ready? We're going to shake it up. Do, do. Brilliant. And then shake to the other side. Again, you don't have to use these. Just adds a little bit of resistance, making us work a little bit harder. And then we're going to go to the middle this time, just to confuse us. Middle and the side. Yeah, sorry. And let's go to the other side, not the middle. Stand corrected. And then we'll go in the middle, shall we, just to keep you happy. There we are. Oh, clanking mine as well. Should we take it down below? Just one side. That's it. Don't have to keep your feet going if you don't want to either. And then the other side. Okay, then we're just going to hula to one side. Are we ready? So hula, do, hula to the other side. One side, and then the other. Okay, you with me? Keep going the other side, then one side, then the other, that's it. And the other side. And then we're going to finish with a little shimmy, shimmy, shimmy. Thank you, everybody. Whew, I think we need that scone now.
Fantastic. Thank you so much to Liz and her mum there. Right, we are going to go across to Wednesday's episode. And on Wednesday, we were with Liz and she was at the Abbey Leisure Centre.
I think everybody should stay fit. And if you don't exercise your body, your mind festers as well. It's not just your body, it's every part of you that goes. And when you've got something like Parkinson's disease, it's even more important that you stay fit. Even if it's just coping with the fact that you're deteriorating.
I used to, well, I still do like walking. I used to go to Keep Fit for ordinary Keep Fit, but now I go to this Keep Fit, which I'm sure helps. I think the sprinting is good, really, because I wouldn't do it on my own, whereas I'll do it in class. So it's okay, it's good.
Right, then your next exercise, either sitting down, in fact, you're all going to sit down for this one. Bring your legs straight out, do your scissor kicks up, squeeze your stomach muscles in, lift your legs up and down, and then either up and down or crossovers. What's that? Who sings it? I bet. So you want your legs straight out, if you can. That's it, and just try and hit my hands with your feet. That's it. Right, your next exercise, arms out to the front, rotate round. You can either do these sitting down if you want to, or if you stand up, rotate round, pivot on your trailing leg, and if you want to, do your head hooks. Hands in the guard position now, John. Put your hands up like that, and then hit my hand with that hand, and then that hand. And then your next exercise, either standing up or sitting down, is going to be your side raises. So not too high with your arms, shoulder height. Good exercise to do with 2 cans of lager in your hands, or 2 tins of beans, 2 bags of sugar, 2 bottles of water. 2 what? 2 bottles of wine. And then you can do your rotation then, can't you, with your wine? Or just do your side raises. Then your next exercise is your side bend. So you're going to reach over to the side. If you're standing, if you put your hands on your head, and then try and get your elbows down as far as you can. And try and keep your elbows wide as well. Don't bring your elbows forward, keep them wide. Otherwise, just reaching down to the side. Who sings this? Yeah. And then your last exercise, you're going to sprint on the spot. Sitting down, standing up, jibber. And I'll tell you when you've got 10 seconds, and you go as fast as you can. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Buy your Abend, have a drink.
Some fantastic movements there and so easy to follow along with. Right, we're going to jet straight back across to Liz. We're back over with her over in Pity Me.
Makes all your organs work, makes all your bones work. Everything should be exercised really, otherwise it just stops working. You might not feel like it, but when you do it, afterwards you feel very righteous about it. I've been doing Keep Fit.
Well, at home, I tend to try and walk a little way each day. It's a bit difficult and getting harder, but it doesn't matter, I still try. I can still do a kilometre.
Just take that body side to side, leave it naturally in the centre. Nice deep breath in, breathe it out. A little bit of spine mobilisation to start with. Chin to the chest, roll that body down. Okay, so from here, there's a piece of string on top of my head, and that's going to lengthen my body out. So I'm going to lengthen my spine as far as I can, keeping looking at the floor. Then from here, I'm going to lift my body back up. And we'll try that again. Chin to the chest. Really curl that spine. Keep looking at the floor. String on that head. Lengthen that body out. And then lift back up. This is one that you can try anytime. Even when you get out of bed in the morning. Or last thing at night. Really good exercise for mobilising the spine and building that core strength. Brilliant work. So now let's think about your arms. I'm just going to take my palms down to the floor, breathing in, breathing out. I'm not taking them above shoulder height, but I'm making sure I keep my shoulders down. okay? So you can do both arms or you can do single arms. So we're not looking for a lift of the shoulder up to the ears. You're thinking about pushing those shoulder blades down into those back pockets. Nice gentle even breathing. I'm going to change my arms now. I'm just going to take them to the side and reach that up and then release back down. And again. Have you slouched? Are you still sitting nice and tall? Most importantly, are you still breathing? Okay, now I'm going to combine those two. I'm going to lift out in front. And then I'm going to take that down and then lift to the side. That's fantastic. Just make sure shoulders aren't lifting. You're pushing those shoulders back and down. Brilliant work. Let's take that down. And once again, ease the shoulders back and down. Grow that body nice and tall. I'm going to take my arms up. So I'm sort of in that I surrender position. And I'm going to think about my arms being against a wall. So I'm just going to roll my arms up that wall. I've got that reach up. Again, my shoulders are staying down. They're not lifting up to my ears. Then I'm going to bring that back down. That's looking good. And again, lift. Keep growing tall. Let's do one more of these. You, of course, can do as many as you like. You can practice these all day long. Hold it out there, and then we're just going to draw in. So it's as if you're just closing the curtains with your arms. Draw back out. So those palms are coming to face you. That's it. Okay, we'll do one more. Let's draw those curtains. Release. Take those arms down. And thank you for joining me.
And that's it for today's show. Well done if you've managed to go through all those exercises from Monday through to Thursday. Thank you so much to Deborah and her team. I've got Liz there and of course Liz's mum. Thank you so much for joining us on Move Durham. That's it for the show. We have of course all of our content online and you can find it on our social media pages to join back in again. We'll see you soon.